Hey guys, welcome back to CALLOUS Draft Duel, round of 16. It is Arctic and Elian this time around. As always, if you want to see how we got here, their draft, there is a link in the description. Also in the description, a link to my Discord server. Consider joining if you've not done so already. I've got a trivia bot with literally thousands of questions if you want to test your ADV knowledge. You can donate to this tour if you'd like. You guys can hang out with all these top players who play in these tournaments. You can watch the matches live as they happen. You can see my announcements before anybody else does. Lots of reasons to be in the server. Please consider joining if you've not done so already. Let's get to the match. Arctic is on the bottom, Elian is on the top, and as per usual, we're looking at a best of 3. Arctic leads a T-Tar, and it is a Jinx on the other side, which could threaten Lovely Kiss. Instead, he's going to substitute, and it's going to be immediately popped as Arctic stays in with Earthquake and does not risk missing with Rock Slide. Going to go for EQ again. Clearly choice banded based on that damage. Vaporeon takes a whopping 70% and swings and misses with Hydro Pump as well. Not the chance he would have taken a ton. BP is going to prompt in Jinx, risking potentially it getting hit with T-Wave, so I don't know that I love that decision, but it is just S-Toss. Going to sub up, and it is S-Toss again, so one more will be fatal to the Jinx. Going to have to click Lovely Kiss right now. Does, but misses, and Jinx is down. Really bad start for Elian. Going to immediately go into the cheese factor. Ninjask here. Gonna sub up, go through the motions here, end of every turn, gonna get all fast and stuff with speed boost. Eventually, presumably, he's gonna pass that speed somewhere. Here comes Zapdos, which may or may not have Roar, but if it does, then Ninja's gonna be completely negated here. Goes for Protect, and it is Hidden Power, so hasn't seen the bad news just yet. Still may have Roar, though. Okay, all that speed is to ride on, and Hidden Power, presumably Ice, is going to pop the sub. Rhydon going to SD up and be very big and very mean, and now he sees the bad news. Even worse than Roar. That ain't HP Ice, boys. That is HP Grass or Water. It's going to hit the 4X weak, not the 2X weak. He could have maybe survived an HP Ice, but he is not surviving an HP Grass or Water, and that is going to be the end of Rhydon and the end of this game very quickly on turn 11. Because not all mons were revealed, they both have to show teams, so I can actually just check real quick what Hidden Power that actually was. That is Hidden Power Grass, as we confirm. The pokes that we did not see for Arctic, Regirock, Fortress, and Alakazam, not going to be available in the future games for him. And then real quick for Elian, the two pokes that he didn't show, let me see, Blaziken and Armaldo were the last two for Elian. So 1-0 for Arctic. As we go to game 2, Elian is going to have to rattle off 2 in a row. Here we go. Arctic on the bottom again, Elian on the top again. We have a Gyarados, and this time a Breloom lead. Intimidate happens, and he's going to try to get cute, go for Special Gyro with Fire Blast, but obviously into Moltres, not exciting. Switches it up for Hydro Pump, which Elian does not allow to happen by switching to Raikou. However, Raikou is met with one of its biggest counters in Snorlax. Well, crits help, and Body Slam pops the sub, but still, Lax should still, despite that crit, win the matchup from here. Body Slam, a little under a third to Milo, doesn't find the added effect Para either. And here comes Registeel. Surf there with a crit, only does a third, not a huge deal. Protect for lefties, sure. But in a sandless game, they're both going to be getting lefties here. And here comes the Celebi switch for Elian, which is immediately T-waved. Heracross going to be the response, but out of the way it goes, and we're back to the lead Breloom. That is going to be insta-deleted with Mega Horn. And yeah. And Elian is going to switch in his Aerodactyl, realize that he has opted for both Choice Band and Substitute on that Aerodactyl. Not generally a combo that you want. And he's gonna concede. Even with that, even with it being sub-choice band, which is obviously terrible and obviously an oversight, it still feels like a premature concession. I mean, you still do have 3 attacks on the arrow. You never use sub. Hell, I mean, you use sub to catch a boom or something, but you just never click sub, and you use it as a bad choice bander. You use it as a choice bander with 3 attacks. It just feels like a premature concession to me. Yes, he was down a poke. Yes, he had a not perfect set with sub choice band, but it's still, even with that, feels like a premature concession. But I don't know if he really thought that he was getting destroyed or if he is just kind of tilted because he did that. But both games are actually just going to end on turn 11, both via concession as well. This one didn't feel premature for Elian. I think he was in some trouble in game 1 here. But game 2, I get it. Like I said, he might just be tilted, but I would have played it out, I think. I think he had more than 0 shot to get there in this game. Nevertheless, he concedes, so we have 2 11-turn games. This is almost certainly the shortest best of 3 that we are going to have in the entire tournament. This one was snappy, and Arctic is going to be on to the quarterfinals, and Elian is going to be out. Yeah, not a lot to say about this one. Pretty damn quick. Hit that like button. See you in the next video.